Good morning everyone, today is Thursday and we are carrying on again with our work on capacity and volume this week. And yesterday and on Tuesday you were measuring using capacity, using different non-standard measures to measure the capacity of the containers that you had, and we were recording how many cupfuls or yoghurt potfuls you were using to make that container full. Okay, and we've also looked at the language, looking at empty, full, nearly full, almost empty, and more and less. Okay, now today we're going to do some more measuring again with non-standard measures, and this time you're going to just choose 3 containers. Okay, 3 different size containers, and we're going to measure in cupfuls again. Okay, so here is my cup. As you can see, that's my non-standard measure that I'm going to use. And the 3 containers that I've got today, I'm going to use my measuring jug again, which you can see. I'm going to use a mixing bowl, just here, and a cookie jar again. Okay, so I've got 3 different size containers in different shapes as well. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same like we've been doing in the last couple of days. We're going to measure how many cupfuls it takes to fill these containers up, and then we're going to have a look at ordering them, okay, from largest to the smallest capacity. And to find that out, we need to count how many cupfuls it had taken to complete it. Okay, so to find out the capacity of that container. So first of all, we're going to start off with my cookie jar. Okay, now I know we've already measured this one, right, but we're going to measure it again. Okay, so we're going to measure it again. So there's my cookie jar. I've got my cup, which is my non-standard measure, and I'm going to fill it up with some water. Okay, remember, you don't have to use water, you can use rice or sand or whatever you can get your hands on. Okay, right, 1 cupful. Okay, 2 cupfuls, 3 cupfuls, 4 cupfuls. Okay, we're getting there. 5 cupfuls, 6 cupfuls. We're getting to the top. It's almost full. 7, and I think we're going to stop there. Okay, 7 cupfuls. Okay, to make my jar full. Now I'm going to leave that as it is. Okay, now on your sheet that you've got here, if I show you, right, it says the name of the container and how many cupfuls did it take to fill. So you're going to name the container and write how many in. So I'm going to do that now with mine. Okay, let's get my pen. I'm going to write the name of the container is a cookie jar. K-O-K-E-J-R, cookie jar, and it took 7 cupfuls. Okay, so that's mine there. Okay, so the cookie jar, and it took 7 cupfuls. That's where I'm going to record what I'm finding out. Okay, so that took 7. I'm going to keep that to one side. Okay, and get my other container next, which I'm going to use my measuring jug. Okay, so again, use my cup, my non-standard measure, and fill it with water. Okay, so there's 1 cupful. There's 1. 2. 3. Okay, and that took 4 cupfuls to measure, to make it full to the top. So, again, I get my pen, and then the container is a measuring jug. Okay, that's what you're going to write in that box. And it took 4 cupfuls. Okay, just like that. Okay, right, next one. Remember, keep this filled with water. Okay, I'm going to push it to one side. Okay, just so we've got enough space. I'll just move this out of the way so I've got more space so I don't spill anything. There we go. Whoops. There we go. Right. Lovely. Okay. Right then. Put on there. Let's get my last container, which is my mixing bowl. Okay. Now it looks a lot bigger, doesn't it, than the other containers, but that doesn't mean to say that it holds the most capacity. Okay, because one thing this bowl has that the cookie jar doesn't have, it gets slimmer. So when something goes slimmer, it will fill up quicker. Okay, so not always is the biggest container containing the most capacity. And also, before I do this, I had a question yesterday about if there's any fish in my fish tank because they couldn't see any swimming around. So if I take this away, and you're actually right, there are actually in my fish tank there are 3 small catfishes. Okay, small catfish, 3 small catfish, and they swim around and they like to hide in the tank, so you hardly see them. In fact, there's actually one at the back right now. If I show you, that you can see just at the back there on the glass. Yeah. So there are some fish in there, some catfish, 3 of them. Well, unfortunately, my other fish died not long ago, so I need to get some new ones. So, yeah. Right, back to the maths. Here's my mixing bowl, okay? So, let's measure how many, remember, cupfuls we're taking, alright? So, let's put it up. One cupful. 2 cupfuls. 3 cupfuls. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. We're getting there. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. Okay, so again we're rounding it up to the nearest bit so we don't spill anything. Okay, so 16 cups it takes to fill up the mixing bowl. Now when I said to you earlier, just because it's the biggest looking container or the largest one, right, doesn't always necessarily mean it holds the most capacity, but sometimes it does. Okay, and in this case it does. Okay, because we said there were 16 cupfuls, but not always. Okay, a tall jug like a vase may not hold the same capacity as this mixing bowl. Okay, see if you can find that out. Right, so on my sheet I've wrote mixing bowl 16 cupfuls, and all three are measured. Now we need to put them in order, okay, from largest to the smallest capacity. Now, can you see which one is the largest number on my sheet? Which one's the largest number? Yeah, 16 is the largest number. So 16 cupfuls was the largest capacity, and that was the mixing bowl. So that comes first. What comes second? Remember, we're going largest to the smallest number. What's the next largest number? Is 4 larger than 7? No, 7 is larger than 4. So the next one will be the cookie jar, and the last one will be the measuring jug, okay? Largest to the smallest capacity. And then you can take a picture of them in order. So I'm going to move my camera now. If I put my bowl here, so this was the largest capacity. This one was the one in the middle, okay? And then finally, we had our measuring jug, which I'm going to put here. If I stand back, you can see I've got the largest capacity all the way to the smallest one. 16 cupfuls, 7 cupfuls, and 4 cupfuls. Okay? Remember, all the time you've been measuring in a non-standard unit. And my non-standard unit was the cup. Okay? So, largest to the smallest. Okay? So, that's what I would like you to do today. Can you find out the largest to the smallest capacity of 3 different containers? And then write it down. Then you can find out, ask the questions, which container the largest or the smallest, and which one had the most cupfuls, and then can you order them like I've done here, and take a picture as well to show me. Okay? Have a great day finding out about ordering capacities, and look forward to seeing what you do.